looks like after the war. This is pretty unusual. We've never seen it look like this before. But for now, we'll bring Oldecam on to comment on the headlines of today. Obama can't blame George Bush anymore.
Yeah, they said the instant he put his signature on that ungodly stimulus, of which the public showed huge disrespect for, it became his problem. But since he has already gloriously declared the stimulus has worked, and who's the debating?
I know it. How do you like that?
That's right. The press is all, the left side of the press is all on his side. The only people that don't support him is the White House press corps.
What?
They don't like anything he has to say.
Stimulus bill, largest transfer by feds.
Yeah. They said never in the history of this nation have they taken so much of the public sector and made it part of the government-owned and operated account. They said that he has moved us within 7.5% of our gross national product of being equal to the Europeans' style of government, of whom him and the Democratic Party admires greatly. Those countries that
wait
are
a minute. I mean, part of it is I absolutely love Europe, but
their countries are busted and they borrow money from us.
Yeah, so what does that tell you?
I know, but they admire their style of government.
And they also have, a lower productivity because, for example, wasn't France?
30-hour week.
Yeah.
And they're unhappy about working 30 hours.
Mm-hmm. The Nikkei market closes.
Yeah, they closed it because it was dropping so horribly fast. It ended up with, I think, a 5.2% loss in the entire market upon Mr. Obama's, new version of how to do things.
I can do this without congressional approval.
That's what he said about the housing thing. He needs nobody's approval to do this. And I think he was very critical about George Bush doing things by executive order. Now he's doing everything by executive order.
Obama, millions still see their dreams in danger.
Oh yeah, but they basically, the chance to own a home is important, but if you, by government order, you take what a person has spent working on 20 years in a 30-year loan and now make the house worth less money than he owes on it, the dream, and they still got to make the payments on it.
That's the really bad part.
Everybody that makes his payments is penalized under the Obama administration.
Amid nurse shortage, hospitals focus on retention.
They aren't going, nobody wants to be involved in socialized medicine in this country. Doctors are quitting medical school, nurses are leaving nursing programs because they know under socialized medicine, the government will set how much they're going to get paid. They'll all get less money for doing more work.
Doesn't that sound like normal work?
Yeah, but that's why they'd have a problem with doctors and nurses in Europe, because the doctors, they quit to come to the United States.
Well, I guess he might not be doing that any longer.
No.
Study, astonishing richness in polar sea species.
Yeah, okay. Actually, which is funny, this is the timing. Last night on public broadcasting, they had a thing that was 5 years old talking about how rich the ocean life is. But these people just now discovered, maybe they watched the show the other night. That's why they put it up.
Maybe that's why. Obama, if we act swiftly, every American will benefit.
$13 a person. Even if you don't work, you get $13 from Obama.
Wow.
I know it.
Hey, but it's better than nothing. Oh wait, but it costs you $4,000.
It cost every family $3,700 and some dollars to get that $13 a week. That doesn't even start until this spring. Those airplanes aren't here.
I may be a college graduate, but last time I looked, $13 times 52 does not come anywhere close to 3,000 and how many?
$3,700 and some dollars per family is what it's costing you to get $13 a week. And you're not actually getting it. They're not taking that out of your salary, but they're increasing the cost for health care out of your salary. It's a loss.
So it's
you don't even get the 13.
Almost impossible to deport.
That's they discovered that they have spent ungodly amounts of millions of American taxpayers' dollars trying to deport illegal aliens, and the court system stop it continually. They're guaranteed rights under our Constitution.
Well, they're not. Actually, we'd save a lot of money if we didn't have that problem in the court system. Our
Yeah.
courts would probably free up some too.
Yeah.
Australian wildfire suspect named.
Yeah, that's nothing like, preserving the rights of a suspect versus a person that's been charged.
Oh,
A suspect
yeah.
means all he is they think he might have done it. They don't have any proof of the fact.
North Korea hints at rocket launch as Kim turns 67.
Oh, they basically, and Hillary removed troops from Japan in fear of the, that's what they said. Hillary actually put a skirt on and is shaking in her skirt about the North Koreans firing a missile at Japan because it might injure American troops. So she immediately, under Obama's order to protect those troops, started ordering all the American troops out of any areas that they might actually start a war in.
All I know is Japan, well, that's probably why the Nikkei market closed.
Yep.
They've got to be very upset with us.
They're not going to have, we're going to be in Guam though. I mean, if they fire missiles into Japan and send their armies across the borders, we will be in Guam to protect China, to protect the South Koreans and the Japanese.
But there's also not enough space there for them, is there?
I know.
In Guam.
It's not. They can't hold 8,000 some troops.
Obama orders Guantanamo to close by January 2010.
Yeah, and the court system just decided you can't ship most of those people back to this country.
So guess what happens to them?
That's right. They said Obama has no legal right to make that order. Only immigration can make that order, and immigration's laws supersede his executive orders.
Fed overturns ruling of Gitmo prisoner release.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
The country they came from is on the human rights, list, so you can't send back people. The Obama people don't want people tortured. If we send the prisoners from Gitmo back to their countries, they're going to be tortured. So therefore, they're stuck at Gitmo. Because you can't find any place that wants them that won't torture them.
So what are they going to do with them? Even if Gitmo's supposed to close.
That's right.
I know. More calls for Senator Burris to resign.
He says that he welcomes an investigation. He lied. He's a lawyer. He said, I did not lie because you asked me if he asked for a contribution, not if he asked for my assistance.
There is technically a difference.
I know, but that's not going to go over. It's not going over well with the public outside of Chicago.
Aviation authorities defend safety of turboprops.
Turboprops are the best airplane ever invented. But it's just that you got to remember, it depends upon what idiot is flying the plane.
That's
and
true.
anybody that puts an airplane on,
Whoa.
the phones have been off the hooks at TV stations. It seems that more people don't have those converters than they actually thought had them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they lost their
but they
televisions.
thought they had until June.
Yep, and then they didn't go out, so now they don't have TV and they don't have access to converters.
I guess they had to go buy some converters.
But Obama did this for the benefit of the people. All of those people that can't watch television.
But I thought they delayed it.
No, it was voluntary.
Oh, so all those people that really thought it was going to be June?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was voluntary because the local stations couldn't afford it.
Oh.
So, just the networks and the big TV stations. The little ones basically switched.
Backlog still large for TV converter box coupons.
Well, so, I mean, you know how difficult it is for the government printing press to print those out? I mean, they could probably do the 6.5 million in a day.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
We'll do a second one then. Often we're here when we're not here. And if we're not here, we're actually somewhere else, unlike today when we are here.